Alright, so I've just loaded in and now I'm greeted with a new update screen, Update V 1.2.2. Our first information is last chance to order the plushie commander, but that doesn't matter. What we're here for is the golden perks. The long-awaited golden perks feature has arrived. Now you can equip any skin, blah 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 blah. Okay, so what this is now is you see for the cowboy here, for example, if you have the golden skin, technically, then you'll have this perk option which you can activate on and off. When it's on, the tower has a golden buff, and now I can use, I don't know, Valentine's Cowboy, and my Cowboy will still keep its buff. But wait, all of the towers also got rebalanced, so it's not just some of the perks that have a difference, so the towers are actually buffed completely differently now. So for example, our buffs for our golden mini, let's activate the golden perks. You see, the price is now $3,000. So all of the stats got changed for the golden skins. It's not literally just the perks. So what I'm going to do now is go into a game and use all of these new towers to showcase their new buffs. And from what I've heard, towers such as the golden Pyro are no longer going to be as bad as they once were. Alright, so here's my loadout. All of these towers have golden perks enabled. I'm going to showcase all of these, and then I'm going to showcase Pyro last, because that should have some of the most interesting changes. For the purpose of actually showcasing the golden perks properly, I'm not going to be using any of the golden skins. I'm just going to be using some other skins, but with golden perks enabled, just so I could showcase how they all look. I'm going to start off with Golden Cowboy as my money source, and yeah, we'll figure things out from there. Alright, so Golden Cowboy is my money source, but let's start off with the Scout as our early defense. So you heard that there is in fact a sound effect for placing down the tower. And now, instead of there being a little buff icon, the tower itself, the stat, really? So as I was saying, there is no little buff icon now. The buff is already embedded into the tower, so we can see the damage increase here, so it's a 2 instead of a 1 on a normal scout. And this also applies to the upgrades, so we can see what the damage is going to be upgraded to. Now I don't actually want to keep these scouts around, because it's time for a cowboy, and whoa, that range is really big. In the past, when placing a golden cowboy, you wouldn't actually be able to see its range, but now you are, so I'm going to place it right here. It had a little range buff, but when you were placing it down, it still showed the range of the normal cowboy, which probably would have been like this big. But now you see the cowboy itself, the tower, also got fixed to make money at level 0. I'm pretty sure this applies both to the normal and the golden cowboy, and I'm not certain if the golden cowboy makes money more frequently at level 0 as of right now. Let me count the shots. Okay, I also noticed the cowboy now does 4 damage at this level, whereas the golden cowboy used to do 3, I believe. So that's a really nice increase. And here's what it says for the normal cowboy in the lobby. I don't know if the golden cowboy is making money more often at level 0, because I'm not in the lobby. I can't exactly check, but I did just bring it up on screen there, so you should be able to know. Alright, we've also got the soldier here, so let me place it down. Now it does 2 damage per shot. Okay, that is really strong. It used to have a burst of 4 and did 1 damage per shot, but now has a burst of 3 and does 2 damage per shot, so 6 damage per burst as opposed to the previous 4 damage per burst. Now we have the golden Crook Boss. I'll place it right here, and I'm pretty sure it also spawns golden crooks, like the actual minions, which makes a ton of sense. Of course, it's a golden Crook Boss, so let me upgrade it once here, and the next upgrade is guards. You can also see it does 3 damage per shot, although I'm not exactly certain if that's anything different from what the Crook Boss used to do. I'll do some fact checking during editing, so I'll be able to put on screen whatever information I'm talking about in game. Also, it seems like this upgrade has been revamped. Again, here's the information. But also, here we go, our bodyguard right here. It says bodyguards. That's not right. It's only 1. But yes, it has a golden skin now. So, finally able to... Bruh. This thing has collisions. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure this was already reported, but the devs just didn't fix this, but I'm pretty sure this is going to get fixed in no time. Hopefully I don't swallow my words and, yeah, things don't go according to plan, but it looks like our infamous level 3 upgrade also got revamped here. I definitely remember that upgrade being different. Here's what it used to be, and that's what it just was now. Now, it seems to be doing, I don't know, similar damage, 4 damage per shot. This is how much DPS it has. But yeah, this upgrade was known for having a lot of DPS for its cost, and it doesn't seem like it's doing much worse, so that's good to see. I wonder how the cowboy might have changed later on, so let me upgrade it now. After this, we got double tap, which does a whole lot of damage. I remember this level only changing the fire rate, but yeah, now it's also changing the damage, so this upgrade, more worth it than the previous one. Alright, we've got Fallens pretty soon, which I'm not confident in taking down, which is why we're also going to test the mini for that. I bet everyone's been dying for this. So the mini is now $3,000. That's $1,000 more than it was, but now it does double damage at level 0. Back then, Mini did only 1 damage per shot. Even though it was a golden skin, levels 0, 1, and 2 were the exact same for the golden Mini and the normal Mini. So there it is. Here's our level 1 upgrade. Also more expensive, I believe. And wow, level 2 is completely different from what I remember it being. Hopefully, we can get it to take down all of these Fallens. I think we should. There we go. That is really strong. And level 3, obviously as strong as it was, but the price increase. This level for the Mini used to cost 5,500. Now it's 7,500, which kind of balances things out. Of course, it was too OP. Speaking of which, I believe I need to actually sell all my golden cowboys if I want to have enough DPS to take down all of these Fallens now. Bruh. Okay, there we go. That should be good. With the help of our crooks, we aren't gonna die. But there you go. This is our new level 3 now, and level 4 costs $10,000. Alright, so the golden mini got nerfed. The early levels got buffed, the later levels got nerfed. So that is really interesting to see, because that's gonna change up some strategies for soloing maps like Badlands. I would say this is a fair change. Like, the golden mini was undoubtedly the best DPS tower in the game. Before this, it was cheap, it did just too much damage, it was broken for its price. You could solo literally every map in the game using just golden mini as your DPS. So it's nice to see some balance here. Some people, of course, may not be as happy because it's not as good as it once was, but I still believe it's a fair change. Alright, let me show off a scout. I've showed off its level 0, but not really any of the later upgrades. Okay, so here we go. First upgrade, this is what its old one used to be. Second upgrade, even more damage, hidden detection, just a bunch of stuff all around. Okay, now we've got 10 damage on this upgrade, so that is pretty strong. And finally, we've got 15 damage per shot every this much time. So let me just upgrade it here. This is our max level golden scout now. I'll calculate the DPS in the editor as opposed to its old DPS right here. So I don't know if the DPS is any higher or lower now. I'm assuming it's probably higher. The cost did go up after all. Hopefully I can take this down. Yes. Although I could be completely wrong, I just don't remember using the golden scout much. So if I'm wrong, then I'll still let you know in the editor. But yeah, we're struggling now. Would probably be a good idea to get another mini. Please upgrade. And yes, that other mini was just what we needed. I should also mention, I'm not certain if it's just the towers with golden perks that got reworks or the entire tower altogether. And I should probably get golden soldier because I want to showcase it. So increased burst, blah blah blah. It's a lot of stuff and I'm probably dead. But alright, this is our final upgrade here. And I believe I have all of the towers down here in order to know all of their stats. I've already looked through pretty much all of the upgrades in all of these towers. So before we move on to the most exciting golden perk, I'm just going to say what I think about all of these towers real quick. Don't worry, I'm not going to waste your time. And so I'm not. Instead, if you want to know any details, go down and look in the description. But anyways, on to reviewing Golden Pyro. Okay, here's Pyromancer with its golden perks. I'm going to equip it, and I'm probably going to pair it with, I don't know, Golden Mini. So from what I can tell, this is going to be pretty overpowered. Alright, so here we go. We're going to play this on Fallen. I'm going to do a genuine strategy and try and utilize Pyro here. And I don't know how many times I have to repeat it, but yes, this is now most likely not going to be trashed on. This now means that all your hard work and grinding, now there's pretty much no chance that it's going to waste, since every tower you're going to get is going to have some use. And next wave I should probably get Pyro, because that's a lot of health that I'm going to tank. Alright, so I'm going to get it right here. It may not be that good of a spot, but yeah, there we go. So it's able to melt all of these abnormals pretty easily. The next upgrade is more range and bigger flames. I don't know why it's telling me there's more range when it's clearly already stated. But yeah, I noticed this is now cheaper, and we're actually shredding everything that is running up to it. Okay, fantastic. We're also going to be getting some defense melting from this, which is not really anything new. Everybody always knew that Pyro had defense melting. In fact, I'm going to get a Pyro up front just to see how much damage we can do to all of these heavies. We already just did half of their health. I'm glad to see that the Pyro now no longer slowly turns to burn enemies, but actually flicks over to them, like when you're using shift lock, for example. That way it's actually burning the enemies instead of missing them. But let me upgrade the Pyro here. There we go. This is our level 2 Pyro, and well, everything is just dying the second they spawn. Look at these heavies. Yeah, those are dying too. I don't even need the pyro behind. Alright, okay, more farming it is then. The fact that it can do this much damage in its early levels, and it's cheap, this just only makes it really good for speedrunning. Alright, now I'm gonna upgrade it to level 3. Oh, that's... okay, the enemies are just disappearing. I'm upgrading it to level 3 because we have a boss. I know it's not exactly going to be doing a lot to the boss because it's Pyro. Whoa, I may have seen that incorrectly, but the boss just seemed to not catch fire from the Pyro there. I also noticed the Pyro non-stop shot at it. Like, even though the boss was on fire, the Pyro still kept shooting its flames. Well, that is interesting. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna get a golden mini to handle this boss, of course. So the Pyro now has good single target damage as well, because in the past, I'm pretty sure it would just shoot at the enemy, and once it's on fire, it would stop. And what the Pyro has hidden detection! Oh my god. I did not even notice that. Okay, so I just upgraded my mini to handle those hiddens, and now, well, apparently I didn't need that. Golden Pyro? That is impressive. Okay, well, now let's just see what this upgrade has in store for me. Okay, now that's just bullying. Like, the enemies aren't even getting a chance. Okay, let's see how much damage it does to these bosses. It's constantly shooting at them. That DPS is incredible, and we almost just killed those. So max level Pyro right here, that's gonna be brutal. And now shadows aren't even able to survive. That's just... wow. I'm impressed. I gotta say, it's been a while since I've been impressed by something Tower Defense Simulator did, and this is certainly one of those times. Max Pyro, that is just unfair. Those mysteries, they died. No chance. Well then, that's the Pyro review for you. There we go, that's all of the Golden Towers. So if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and use star code E. See ya!